Now, this question came up recently, and it's a question that no one's ever asked me, and it's very poignant, and it really takes back and gives you kind of a full scope of what would have happened if alcohol had never been in my wife's life. It would have been a very different route. It would have been a very different experience, certainly with us and certainly with her life. For one thing, we probably would have had more children. We were married at 32. She was 6 months older than me. We didn't get pregnant with our first son, with Griffin, our only son, until she was 37 years old. It took 5 years. And I think a lot of that was because of really her consumption with alcohol. It took the process much longer. And by the time we had our first son, she was getting up on age and we never had another child again. I think we would have had maybe 2 or 3 children, which is, I think, the biggest effect of the alcoholism. Another thing, we would have been happily married. We'd still be happily married. In fact, last month we would have celebrated our 30th anniversary. And these are just some of the things that would have happened if alcohol had never been in her life and our lives. Now, I think this question came up because I did a post with a series of pictures with the two of us, before and after shots, earlier shots and later shots. And I think people really get a good feeling of, we were a very nice, tight-knit family. We were a very kind, loving family, and alcohol took that all the way, which is really the biggest cause of alcohol use disorder. But I think the physicality with Amanda would have been very different for her. She gained a lot of weight because of the alcohol, and eventually it wrecked her knees, so she had to have 2 knee replacements. Her ankles, she needed 3 operations on her knee, on her ankle, because it had been crushed from a childhood injury, and they had to keep put pins in it. And the extra weight that she carried had a lot to do with her health issues. She also had ascites, which early on, about 10 years before she passed away, they took 50 pounds of fluid out of her stomach because of the backup, because of the alcohol. Just a number of health issues, and her mental health, her emotional health, physical health. And I think she eventually had a gastric sleeve bypass. And I'm understanding later that might have been her downfall. Apparently, there's a close assimilation between having either a gastric sleeve bypass or a gastric bypass, and that actually increases the alcohol intake and really is the demise for a lot of people. And I think that absolutely contributed to her ending as well. And then, of course, the obvious emotional differences that would have happened in our lives. We would, just the stress from the alcohol, all our arguments, all our problems, all our emotional strife and angst and frustration, all centered around Amanda's alcoholism, her alcohol intake, drinking a bottle of wine every day. It always gave us a little bit of a distance between us, unfortunately. We were a very good couple. In the early years, we were the best of friends, and we were for, really till the end, up until maybe the last few years, because just emotionally, you just can't be around that kind of madness for too long and not have it affect you. And the thing is, the biggest thing, if alcohol would never be in her life, was never in her life, she'd still be here. That's the thing. That's the reality. She would still be here. And on that note, she's not here. So subsequently, because alcohol was in her life, she's not going to see her son get married. She's never going to see her grandchildren. She's not going to see her nieces get married or her nieces have children. And they're not going to have her in her life. And I had to move on as her spouse and really go find another relationship, which I did shortly thereafter. So my life has gone in a completely different direction because of Amanda's decisions and because this disease took over her life and subsequently for a very long time the life of our family. And I tell this story so that other people can take it as a cautionary tale. Because it is a cautionary tale, your life would be dramatically different without alcohol in it. And again, if this video resonates with you or any of the videos that we make on this page, please like, share, and comment. Also join our Facebook group. It's called There's an Alcoholic in the Family, a very good support group. I also go live Monday through Friday right around 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And when you're ready to work with me one-on-one, click on the link in the link tree in my bio, go to the calendar link, set up a Zoom call. We do a deep dive into what's going on with your family, then we go over the coaching program. Call is free, coaching program not so much, but if you're ready to change your life, give it a call. And again, thanks for listening.